So anyways, and this is
Constance Spencer.
So we live in Manchester, and what we're going to talk about is just what we're doing here with this Shire Cooperative. It's not really the same thing that you might think like as a mainstream cooperative. We are using food, focusing on food and healthy living products and stuff like that, ordering them at wholesale for ourselves and for the community. But we're also trying to integrate that with people in the community bringing their own things that they produce, and foods and crafts and whatever your business is really like. You know, we have an electrician, we have a life coach, whatever it is, to basically build an agris network all over the Free State so that we can buy and supply and service provide everything for each other without having to rely on the system for anything would be optimal. So we bring all this together. We order wholesale foods and stuff from Frontier, if you guys are familiar with Frontier, and associated buyers. And when their order comes in, we throw the community market day event as well. And we all get together at the Quill, if you guys heard anything about the Quill here in Manchester. And we have a marketplace there, and we serve lunch and sell our stuff and trade with each other. Now, it would be great if we could get more of things in the state, like other farms and stuff. We would like to have like grass-fed beef. Somebody supply grass-fed beef would be great. We already have Bardo Farm, if you guys got to see them in the exhibitor hall, for pork and maple syrup and all their goodies. And so it's a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get like other areas besides Manchester, because we're doing it once a month and it's starting to get pretty full. So maybe in the future we could have a marketplace held in Concord or in Grafton, and it could be a thing. And then us people from Manchester could go there to them one of the weeks of the month or whatnot. And so that's how we started building this agris network with the wholesale food buying. And there's no storefront or anything like that. The community market is really like in place of that. And so I just brought these wonderful ladies up also to talk about like their parts in it. Bumps is new, and she's great, and she's super positive. And ever since she started coming to the market, it's been really, really busy. So you might have caught her at the Shire Co-op table in the hall, or up in the Altitude Suite. She's been serving food, awesome food there. And Constance just wanted to briefly go over like Frontier orders. And so if you guys are familiar with Frontier, she has some more information about that.
So I haven't been a member of the co-op very long, but Jessica encouraged me to join. And in Alaska, before we moved here, I ran an order where you can order from Frontier. If anybody goes to the health foods section of the store and they see the bulk spices at the end, those are Frontier. And what most people don't know is that they also have a huge catalog of other manufacturers' products that you can get at really, really great prices. And they try to be a very sustainable company as well. So in Alaska, I had a number of families that had a lot of children like I do, and we would order together. And so when I moved here, I got rid of all my bulk spices. They didn't come on the plane with me, and so I've been missing that. And so the very first meeting that I talked about the Frontier order, we had enough people sign up that we were able to get the minimum order for free shipping, and we're excited that we will continue that. So it's really not a lot to talk about, but it's a super easy, Frontier makes it super easy to just sign on, place your order, and they ship it, and it's very minimal work. Now, their website used to not be as user-friendly, and I'd have to spreadsheet it all and sort it all and figure out what didn't come in, and now it's just like you put it in your shopping cart and it tells you if it's available or not. It's really great. So I'm excited to be part of the Shire Co-op and doing lots more Frontier orders and getting lots more replacing my spices that I loved.
Hi, my name is Bumps. I live in Farmington, New Hampshire, and I've been in New Hampshire since 2001. Got the Free State Project a couple years ago. And it wasn't until Christmas time that I went to my first market day, and I got tons of Christmas gifts. Candy, soaps, syrup. I got almost a whole pig. It was amazing, and I came with goods to accepting to trade with me, and silver, Bitcoin, cash, just, you know, the different types and products, and you know, some people trade services too. And so after that first market day, I said I want to be involved, and I got some ingredients from even Jessica already, and I'd like to supply myself with Frontier for my baking, and you know, try to lessen my trips to the grocery store. My eggs have been coming from the local farms in the altitude suite. We have farm fresh eggs from Franklin that didn't come through the co-op, but I've been getting eggs through the co-op. But one of my main goals is to stop buying eggs at the grocery store. So it's going well. Looking forward to, I don't know if you mentioned the outdoor market day maybe coming up. We'll be having an outdoor market when the sun's shining, and hopefully a barbecue out there and some good time with friends. And you know, I think it's gonna change, and people are gonna get. We have my new friends have joined that have their woodwork and plastic. If you saw the keychains out there, they do napkin holders, coat racks, very detailed work, ornaments, and they just joined last month. So. It's been good, and I see it expanding, and I'm really excited about more products that we can, because I'm so new still. The Associated Buyers catalog was so big. Now I know how to read it and go through it. And Frontier, I went online and checked that all out, and I'm ready to start doing that. So I'm happy to be part of the group. It's a great community, and everybody's referring everybody to each other, and you know, we're really working the network.
Yeah, so also with the Frontier and the Associated Buyers, like a big part of that could be happening, like this is how you can do this in your own community, is that you order the stuff at wholesale, especially get it in the bulk or like the sales on cases, and then you sell shares of it at your marketplace to the community. We don't really have quite enough people to really be investing in that, or the people that we do have don't have the resources to invest in a whole lot of that, but like spices and stuff, like you can get to your Frontier like a pound of spices, and then so you bring that pound to the market and people bring their containers, and you can sell shares of it for more than you paid but less than they would pay for that amount. So you're hitting that like sweet spot in the middle there, which is basically what the storefront would do without the storefront overhead. So that's a bonus there. And the other things that Bumps touched on was like the eggs are coming from people in the community's backyards, and one of the girls that brings eggs that lives at the Domes, she's starting to plant her produce for the year based on what we use, and she's going to bring her produce to the market. So our produce is going to come like right from the garden to the market. And yeah, we have the like I buy the cacao powder in a 5-pound bag, and then I sell part of it to her, and she uses it to make cookies that she sells at the market. And you know, we are. Yeah, and so it's all working really well. The coffee, I get the coffee at wholesale, so I bring it and sell it at the market for more than I paid, but less than they would pay at the store. So that works pretty well, and I serve the bulletproof coffee out there. And so, what else was I going to say? What time is it?
We technically have 10 minutes.
It's hard to fill this space, believe it or not. So,
Talk about the soaps and
oh yeah, so we have the Bardo Farm, and then we also have the girl with the K-Digger has the eggs and the produce going, and then Stone Farm just joined, and they have herbs and whatever tinctures type stuff. So
remedies stuff.
And they're far away, they're like an hour away, so people that do produce stuff are seeing value in this and traveling. Now it's getting outside of Manchester, so like I said, like hopefully we can have like a market in different areas, so this can be easier and wider spread. Yes.
So how much revenue tends to kind of circulate through the system a month, and kind of how does governance in the co-op work?
Well, what I'm thinking is that because it just varies so much, like some members come to the market every month, and some of them don't, and some of them show up once in a great while. But I mean, Bumps, how much have you been selling at the market about?
hard to say. I've been doing
a couple hundred.
Enough
So-
that it's worth it for the month, and just talk about the cost for $25.
Yeah, so we're charging membership fees of $25 for a vendor, $25 for a wholesale buyer, or $40 for full benefits.
I
Now,
made it back.
oh yeah, so that goes just to like marketing expenses to pay for fees and banners, and hopefully we will be funding some worker discounts and better incentives for volunteers to recruit more members and all that good stuff. I would say the very first market that we threw, we sold $1,000 in 2 hours. So that was nice, and then it kind of lulled, but now it's back up. And I would say with Bardo Farm there, because they're selling like $75 meat packs, it's a couple thousand probably for like, there's 8 or 10 vendors a month. And to order through Frontier, we have to have a $250 minimum, so we do that, and Associated Buyers is $500 minimum.
I was just curious, how do we join? Like, where would I go to join? And the second thing is, I'm going to be moving here in 2 weeks, and I'm really excited about New England seafood. So, y'all ever have like any fishermen or anything with like seafood?
That would be fantastic. I personally eat beef and fish and eggs the most, and I've got my eggs, and I'm working on beef here and there, trying to make good deals, but fish would be awesome. So if you are interested in looking into that and like putting that into the co-op, that would be a huge asset, definitely. And if you want to sign up, see me.
Are there any other questions?
Governance, as in, I'm the marketing director, like who does what?
So like the members, how do do members have a vote on things? How are like the big decisions made? Like what are the benefits of that?
General consensus, no voting, just if somebody strongly objects to something, we'll sit there and hash it out, and if it can't get hashed out, basically we just don't make a decision until we can find a better idea. This is all a concept that Jack has been cooking up for the last 6 years. Jack Shimmick, the OG back there, founder of AltExpo and Shire Cooperative. And so maybe he could answer that even better. Jack, do you want to talk about how that works?
All of the pressure.
It's hard.
What was the question?
Getting a consensus is not easy.
Governance.
Oh, consensus? Well, short answer is
I don't think they can hear you.
You live right next to the camera.
I mean, we use an informal consensus process, but it pretty much agrees with what, like Nick and I learned at a consensus workshop one time. And, you know, you were saying if somebody really objects to it, you know, we hold off and discuss it some more. So we don't do anything that pretty much everybody didn't agree to. But I mean, you know, like any organization like that, you got to show up at meetings. So some people don't do that, and they're not part of the decision process. That's it.
Yeah, so there's definitely people that work on the co-op that are passionate about the project that, you know, volunteer and donate their hours, and they show up to the meetings, and a lot of the other people don't. They don't really care too much about what the decisions are. So basically the people that care try to come up with a consensus, and we roll with it. I mean, this is like really from scratch, so we're just doing the best that we can with what we have. Matt Whitlock is here. He is creating some software for us. So basically we have an accounting system going now, and we're looking to have like an Amazon-like website where all of us that produce stuff in the 3 states can all be connected and order stuff from each other and come pick it up at Market Day. So that's going to be a huge addition, especially with these gigantic catalogs. Do you bring them? No, keep pointing at them like they're there. They're not. So yeah, there's a co-op table over there if you want to sign up for more information or whatever. Or take a card. The QR code is for the co-op Facebook page. What else did you say? So yeah, so the meeting is a business meeting, and we try to talk about these things and make some decisions.
The market day is incentivized to attend if you're not a member yet to purchase from the vendors, because we do a drawing. and then the vendors will donate small prizes, and then we draw tickets for people to get to sample some of the wares, I guess, that are available. So that's, if you haven't been out to Market Day yet, please come and check it out. You will likely leave with a little goodie from the draw.
Yeah, so it was really hard to get people to come out. They didn't understand in the community that it was not just for members and whatnot. So we wanted to try to get people to go there. So we started asking the vendors to donate prizes to a raffle. And Bumps joined at the same time, and now it's pretty busy. Like, we don't even have to give free stuff away anymore. There's a lot of people there. But when we moved to somebody's property in the spring, backyard, big beautiful backyard, probably maybe we'll have a drawing, because just the changing of locations will always kind of throw people for a loop. Yeah. So we'll probably do a raffle then, and then we have done other things that were successful, such as like theming each month's market. So like the one in May will probably be like a yard sale theme, because then people will bring out their junk and stuff and whatever they want to get rid of, and it's successful because it's somebody else's treasure, you know. But they really like that one, and it gets the community working together, so it's a really good vibe, I think. What else?
Is there any other questions?
All right.
So there's another co-op, I understand it, in Manchester. Do you know about that? I mean, they haven't actually started, but they're planning it.
Yes. Steve runs Manchester Food Co-op, and I've spoken with him several times, and he actually came and popped into our marketplace a couple weeks ago, so that was pretty cool. I think he just wants to recruit our members, but yeah, it was nice. He's Liberty inclined too, so that's good. You know, they have, they're waiting until they have 1,000 members to open their store. And I'm hoping that maybe we can work together somehow. It seems like the obvious choice, but also we're totally off the paper grid. There's no bank accounts, there's nothing. So I don't know if that would even be possible to do. Yeah, I mean, you take Bitcoin and everything, but there's no, it's completely off the grid.
I hope this isn't an improper question, but what would you, given your experience starting a co-op, what would you suggest to other people who maybe want to do their own food co-op, or they somewhere, especially if they don't live in New Hampshire, or they just want to do maybe a different co-op or something like that? I don't know if you had any thoughts.
I am really enjoying what Constance has brought to the table here with Frontier. Like, you could definitely like order Frontier stuff, like spices and candles and stuff in bulk, and start doing that because their minimum is really low. But you can look up like other wholesale places, UNFI. Yeah.
So when I lived in Alaska, I started with Frontier, but I started a Facebook group, and people joined, and it's a fairly small town that I lived in when I left. The Facebook group had over 300 members, and so people that grew things locally would just post, hey, I've got this available and I got that available. So the Frontier was kind of a nice way that people do these products were available to get the community going. And so if you're not going to move to New Hampshire, which you should, then that would, I would suggest like a Facebook group, and then people that produce locally can just post, hey, I've got this and this is what I'm charging, and so lots of connections were made that way.
So a great documentary about, you know, the dream here, what we're talking about is food for change. And, you know, people in there will talk about, you know, they started just buying like bulk flour and having people come to their apartment and split it up, you know, and now they're got hundreds of thousands of dollars of business going on a year. So, you know, you just find people in your community that produce something, or think of the things that you need produced, the garden, you know, for produce and stuff like that. And, you know, be like, hey, think you can grow some vegetables this summer and share them with us and sell them to us and other people in the community. Other things like beekeepers, like raw honey is really popular, if you can find beekeepers in your community. And then just any little thing, like people that knit scarves or can make perfume or, you know, anything. You know, let's all produce and buy from each other is the point, I think. So, I think we're good. Yes, do you guys have any more questions? Can I put these here? Any questions? So, yes? No? So I'm also supposed to be doing the, I'm in charge of the vendor's room, and we're going to be doing that raffle drawing for the passports. They moved it up on me. The sign said 8:30 and they want to do it at 6. So if you complete one of those little passport cards and stuck it in the box, most of them are winners. So be out here in a few minutes and we're going to call them. So that should be fun. There's Pork Fest tickets and silver and good gifts there. So I can leave some cards up here, and there's some more goodies on the Shire Co-op table if you guys want to check it out. And otherwise, I think we're good. Yeah? All right. Well, thank you guys for coming.